So the biggest story that we've broken that media takeout was when Chris Brown assaulted Rihanna. I got a call that morning from someone and he said, "You're not gonna believe this, but Chris Brown just beat up Rihanna." I was like, this just didn't happen, right? So I actually reached out. I had a good friend of mine was working in Rihanna's camp, so I reached out to them. I was like, "What's going on? Did Chris Brown assault? What's going on with Chris Brown and Rihanna?" And they just straight up lied to me. They were like, "Oh, Rihanna was in a car crash this morning, and her face is injured from the car crash." So then I called up the person who gave me the tip, and I was like, "Oh, you know, you're wrong. It was Rihanna was in a car crash." I just talked to people. They tell me that. So they go, "No, Chris Brown really did, and he's actually wanted by the police." So I was like, "Wow, this is kind of crazy, right?" But this is all the lead up to the Grammys. So they're doing like the pre-show. By the time I'm getting this, the pre-show is like about to come on, and Chris Brown was supposed to be performing. I think it was like the opening act or something during for the Grammys. So I was like, this is you don't want to just like blow that up right before the Grammys come up, because if it's wrong, the egg's all over your face. If not, it's gonna disrupt the Grammys just kind of coming out with something like that. I was like, is this 100% true? The person said, "Yes, I'm telling you it's true." Spoke to Rihanna people, they were like, "Absolutely, it's not true. Like, we're gonna sue you if you put something out like that." So I remember I was just like kind of going, and I had a friend of mine, she actually worked at the Grammys. And so I called her up and I was like, "What's going on? Is Chris Brown performing tonight?" Because I knew if Chris Brown was really on the run, there's no way that he'd be performing. And so when I called him up, I was like, "Hey, is Chris Brown performing?" And she was like, "Why are you asking that?" And then I was like, "I just want to know, is Chris Brown performing?" She's like, "Oh, actually he had like a sore throat." And I was like, "Yo, this dude did it." And we ran with it, we broke the story. By the time we broke, everybody was like, "Yo, you guys are crazy. You take us making this up, you're trying to tear this guy down." A couple hours later, it came out and everybody realized that it was really the truth.